this is Matt on the Moon Family Sedan channel. Look at this headline from you today. XRP listed by major exchange. Well, hallelujah. Although I will tell you, it isn't just that XRP is being listed, it's that it's being relisted. That's right. The major cryptocurrency exchange in question had delisted XRP in the summer of 2021. And this is the most major cryptocurrency exchange to date to relist XRP after delisting it due to the nonsense having to do with the SEC v. Ripple lawsuit. So I'm going to run through the details on that. And also this story from the Crypto Basic. Here's the headline. Deaton suspects that the SEC will sue Binance US. But before going further, I do want to be clear, I do not have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos about crypto-related topics, but just as a hobby and just for fun. And so what cryptocurrency exchange is relisting XRP? None other than BitMart. I'm familiar with BitMart, but I don't really actually know anything about them. There's a ton of exchanges on the planet. And they have a truly global presence. From my little bit of research before recording this video, it seems they're headquartered in the Cayman Islands, and they do offer trading services even for United States citizens. But although they are relisting XRP, don't get too excited if you're in the United States, because they're not making it available in the United States, at least not at this particular juncture in time. That's probably going to surprise about 0% of you out there, though. Either way, the fact that they're bringing back XRP is certainly a positive sign. I think that it's, on the surface at least, it seems very silly that a company that has made almost all of its operations outside the United States would delist XRP because of the nonsense that the SEC alleged. And so I'd seen this only in a handful of instances where, an exchange outside the United States would make such a move. And again, just on the surface, at least, it does seem silly. Maybe there are some actual, maybe there was some internal reasonable analysis where they're like, okay, it makes sense for reason X, Y, Z. The only thing I could ever come up when companies did something like this is it would have impacted in some way, since they do have a presence in the United States, or if they wanted to expand to the United States, that would have impacted negatively aspirations there. That's the only thing I could possibly think of, and I'm not privy to their inside baseball, so maybe we'll never know specifically. But these firms, with almost all of their presence, or in some instances all of their presence outside the United States, still bowing to the SEC, it just seems a bit strange. But either way, so they're bringing it back. Let me pull up the official message here. Yeah, here we go. So here's the tweet from the official BitMart Twitter account with 546,000 followers. And as I read through this, see if you can spot the problem with this tweet. I think most of you will catch it. BitMart will list Ripple XRP on our digital assets platform on January 5th, 2023. The following trading pair will be available: XRP/USDT. And then they go on to just note deposit feature and trade features when they're going live. And that's today. So it's live. It done happened. So what did you catch the mistake there? They conflated Ripple with XRP. And this always grinds my gears, folks. This and this is a major cryptocurrency exchange. I mean, it should be unacceptable no matter what size the exchange. Like if you're listing XRP and you have customers that are trusting you, to what degree are you continuing to bridge trust? When you are demonstrating that you don't know the difference between a privately owned San Francisco-based company and a cryptocurrency. Like, these are not the two things. I mean, just like, goddamn, XRP was rebranded years ago. And so, like, I get it. The Bitcoin maxi trolls, they like to pretend like nothing on the planet that has been rebranded can ever be rebranded. You must deny the rebranding and go by the original name. That's what their officially their position seems to be. It's completely ridiculous here. And so either they don't care or they're ignorant, in which case I'm alarmed either way, frankly. I don't know. But I responded to them with the following. And I write stuff like this to all sorts of entities operating in the world of crypto on Twitter pretty frequently, because we shouldn't just accept that people are pretending that a cryptocurrency is also a company. I don't like that. That's not helpful. It's not grounded in reality. And we can politely push back, And so I responded to them and I wrote, I think it's weird I need to tell an exchange this, but Ripple and XRP are not the same thing. One is a private company headquartered in San Francisco. The other is a decentralized cryptocurrency. Now, I will tell you also, and because I've been pushing back against this nonsense for years, for like half a decade at this point, just where it is. I mean, it was a little bit more understandable back in 2017 when I jumped into crypto, but it's 2023, bitch. You have to know the difference between a company and a cryptocurrency. There is no excuse at this point. But what's interesting is I've been correcting all sorts of individuals and businesses on Twitter for half a decade now. And I've never received pushback from the XRP community for stating what is obviously true and the fact that a major exchange needs to stop conflating these things. I had several people, so it's still a minority of people, but I had several people from the XRP community effectively deliver the message to me of, oh yeah, you just lay off. They're doing a good thing. Let's just focus on the good thing. It's fine. So I'm just sitting here thinking, whoa. So you're telling me that because it's a major cryptocurrency exchange and they did a thing that you like, which is relist XRP, they now get to pretend that a company is the same thing as a cryptocurrency. If you believe that, you have the opposite of a principled position. You just have I feel this way in the moment, so it goes now. No, I have a principled position. I don't care if you're doing something good or doing something bad. If it's nefarious or good intentions, you don't get to conflate the two and get away with it. That doesn't make any damn sense. So again, if you're pushing back against that, you have the opposite of a principled position. I don't think that's the best way to go through life, frankly. So I push back against it. I just thought I'd mention it because it grinds my gears a bit when entities do this. It's unexcusable in 2023. How the hell could they not know? It's just that XRP is XRP, period. And so these the same people, if BitMart wasn't providing the good news, they'd be rallying with me, no doubt. Rah rah. Because again, this is the first time in half a decade where I've made the obvious correction to an entity, and people are telling me, and there's just a few of them, so it's a minority position. We're like, whoa, come on, it's okay, it's no big deal. Come on, folks, that's ridiculous. But still, yes, I'm happy that it's relisted. It is unfortunate, of course, that in the United States, even though you can use the exchange here, you don't have access to XRP there. But give it time. I think once this whole thing's settled, all the exchanges that delisted XRP as a result of this, it's going to be coming back. It's still, like I said a little bit earlier in the video, it still just seemed like a little bit weird that some of these exchanges, that's why I'd love to know the internal rationale, but just some of these exchanges that have their global presence outside the United States, why the hell do they care what the SEC has to say? That part still doesn't make a ton of sense. Maybe they got some sort of reasonable position, but I don't know what else it could be other than what I already speculated on here. But here you go. What's on your screen? See, XRP is indeed a coming back. All right, now into this from the Crypto Basic. Deaton suspects that the SEC will sue Binance US. Attorney John Deaton has said he suspects that the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission will soon launch legal action against the U.S. arm of the world's largest crypto exchange by trading volume. Deaton, who represents XRP holders as a friend of the court in the SEC case against Ripple, said this in a tweet today in response to the SEC's filing of a limited objection to Binance US's acquisition of Voyager assets. According to the attorney, it could be a precursor to a lawsuit against the crypto exchange. And so, just to make sure everybody's caught up to speed, Voyager is one of the firms that last year went under. It was a result of the crypto contagion that was set off by the collapse of Luna. And so Binance US seeks to acquire a Voyager, bankrupt entity here. And the SEC at this point is pushing back and saying no. And so John Deaton has taken note of that and said, unfortunately, I suspect this is a sign of a future lawsuit, end quote. So, and he may very well be right. There's perhaps a chance that it does get worked out. I don't know. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I don't really have, a feeling one way or another in terms of what's going to happen next. I'm just going to report here on like what I know, why this is happening. And so there's this piece from Reuters titled SEC objects to Binance US's deal to buy Voyager Digital. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission has objected to the proposed $1 billion acquisition of bankrupt crypto lender Voyager Digital by the U.S. affiliate of the major Binance cryptocurrency exchange. In a court filing on Wednesday, the SEC made a limited objection to the deal, saying Binance US had failed to include necessary information in a disclosure statement. The acquisition agreement lacked details on Binance US's ability to close the deal, the SEC said, asking for more information on the nature of its business operations following closure of the deal. So I'll just pause a note here. It may be the case that the deal doesn't go through. It may be the case that Attorney Dean is absolutely correct, and this is an indication that the SEC is ultimately going to move forward with some sort of litigation, because I'm with John Deaton, and I'm in the camp of, Kim Jong-Gensler and SEC crew. They're going to wreak havoc increasingly in the world of crypto, including going after the cryptocurrency exchanges. If you look at how they've been positioning themselves as an agency of the United States, and also how they're verbally positioning their stance, it's very clear. It's all about enforcement. That's a direction that they're going. So look at the words that they're saying. Who do they want to enforce against? It's pretty clear that that exchanges are in the crosshairs here. So I'm just saying that. So I don't have a feeling that this will or won't be whatever. I'm just saying, I'm concerned about that big picture. And for this instance specifically, there's a chance that if they just file additional paperwork, maybe it goes through. But I don't know. Anything with the SEC, I'm skeptical. So if I had to pick one way or the other, I mean, I lean more towards John Deaton's camp on this, frankly. But there's not a ton of publicly available information in terms of why this hiccup happened. But it's just in one. It only involves one facet of the potential buyout of Voyager. So we'll see. I'll keep tracking it here. But I won't be the least bit surprised if Attorney Deaton ends up being correct, and this is a precursor for a major action against them. I am not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the Moon Family Sedan.